On March 13, 14, 2025, we will have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. This is going to be around, well, the peak of it is going to be 11:55 p.m. Pacific time. However, it will be a day later in other parts of the world, so make sure you check your time, okay, like Eastern and stuff like that. So, but this is going to be the first of the eclipses for the rest of this year, 2025, and I'm excited to talk a little bit about this with you guys. Now, lunar eclipses occur when the sun and the moon are opposite each other in a full moon, and they are in the nodes of the moon. Now, lunar eclipses are like full moons on steroids. A lot of energy, bringing that energy of ending cycles to us. Cycles that we've been maybe holding on to, maybe hovering over, micromanaging, that maybe deep down inside we know it's time to cut that cord. Basically, letting go of something or a situation here, and going through that process of release to bring in something new for the next 6 months. Now, this lunar eclipse being in Virgo, a sign that tends to hyperfixate on things, you may be releasing maybe certain habits of yours, maybe not trying to helicopter over things, not being like micromanaging things, stuff like that. Now, I know it's a little bit hard for Virgos to let things unfold organically. They kind of want to be seeing if people are doing it the right way, because how the saying goes, if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. But I think that some of us are going to go within and just say, you know what, let the cookie crumble where it may. I cannot be fully there for everything. I cannot do everything for everyone. So I'm just going to let things unfold organically and let go of that, a little bit of that control issue. So there might be like a realization that we've been very hyper focused on a situation or on something that now in hindsight we're looking back, it's not as important as maybe we thought it was, or how we maybe felt at the time it was, to kind of micromanage that or just put so much emphasis and focus on a situation. So even though not all of us are Virgos, but it's bringing in that Virgo energy because the eclipse is in Virgo. So some of us are really going to start to take a step back. So there's a lot of releasing here in this lunar eclipse in Virgo. So now let's see how this is going to affect each rising sign. Let's start off with our little rounds. Aries, this is going to affect your 6th house. This is going to be your daily routines, your physical body. This is physical health and coworkers. So if this is perhaps like coworkers, maybe you are the manager or have the manager position at work. And maybe if you're not even the manager, maybe you just are the one who's people always go to, or maybe you actually manage people. So there may be something where you're going to decide to take a seat back. You're not going to want to manage people anymore, or you may not want to be the one who's in charge. So maybe you're deciding to step down from something. This may be, you might have bitten off more than you could chew, or you just don't want to deal with certain people anymore. So you may be leaving a work situation or colleagues. There could be like issues with colleagues at work where you're not getting along, or you just may feel like you have to do everything for everyone. So you may be letting go of that, perhaps changing jobs or quitting or stepping down from something. If it is your physical health, some of you, maybe you've been having really bad habits with health issues. So maybe you're like overeating or just eating junk food, or so there's going to be a releasing of bad habits perhaps, and maybe trying to focus on bettering your health here. For others, you could be changing up your daily routines. You could be letting go of something that you were doing because you felt just so overwhelmed doing that, and you may be taking a little bit of R&R time. Taurus risings, this is going to be affecting your 5th house. Your 5th house being about creativity, like, sexy time too, and children. So some of you may be releasing the party life. Maybe you don't resonate with that anymore. So maybe you dabbled with a lot of partners, or were a bit of a playboy or playgirl. I think that now it's you just are not feeling it anymore. Like you're like, you know what, I really don't need to have these meaningless hookups and talk to all these people. So you may be letting situationships go or relationships go that weren't necessarily serious relationships, but they were, whatever. If this is something creative, maybe there was something that you would put your heart and soul and you were really invested in, and now you're kind of like, you know what, this is really not worth it, or you may feel like you wasted your time doing it. So you might just be releasing it, letting go of it, or just say, you know what, I'm just going to shelf this. It's not worth my time anymore. For some of you, if this is children, maybe children are leaving the home, maybe they're going to college or whatever. So that's what you can expect, Taurus rising. This is what Gemini rising can expect with this lunar eclipse. Gemini risings. So you may be thinking of relocating, moving, or this could be maybe even you severing ties with family members or who you consider family. Maybe you're putting a little bit of distance between you guys. Maybe there is an estranged kind of thing, or perhaps somebody's moving out. Maybe you just don't feel that connected to a certain family member anymore or who you consider family. So that may be something that you're going to release. Maybe you're just taking some time apart from a certain person. So that's what you can expect, Gemini rising. Cancer rising, this will be affecting your third house. This can be communication, neighbors, small trips, proactivity, maybe even siblings, short trips. So I feel like there may be like a certain routine that you're going to let go of. Something that you just maybe felt like you had to put a lot of effort in it, and it's just not really worth your time anymore to do something. So it shouldn't be a really big deal. It could be worse. Leo rising, this is going to be affecting your second house of money and income. So I feel like you're going to be taking inventory of your finances. You may be realizing that more money is leaving than it's coming in. Say maybe you quit a job, so now obviously no money's coming in. Or say you had a job and a side hustle, but you had to give up your side hustle, so you cannot rely on the side hustle income anymore. So you're going to just kind of be taking inventory of all of your finances at this moment. Doesn't mean that you're going to be broke or anything like that. Just like you're going to have a little realization about, okay, maybe I should manage my money better. Virgo rising, this is going to be affecting your first house of self. So some of you may be doing something different with your physical appearance. You may be releasing or removing things. Say, for instance, you had tattoos. Now you want to remove your tattoos, or you had piercings, you take them out. You cutting your hair. For some of you, maybe you would always wear makeup, and now you're like, you know what, I just don't feel like doing it, or maybe it's too much makeup, or I don't care, so now I'm more natural. Some of you may be losing weight. Maybe you are on your health journey and you're up in the gym, something off you coming off. For others, this could even be you being more open to other people. I know it's kind of hard for Virgos to really let people in, but maybe letting people see your more gentle, softer side. It's beautiful, Virgo, so enjoy this time. Libra rising, this will be affecting your 12th house of mental health, spirituality, and the unknown. So some of you may be trying to release anything that's been causing you any type of mental anguish or stress. Some of you may be working through addictions or anything that's really been mind effing you. Some of you may be going within and becoming a little bit more spiritual, or doing a little bit more, dabbling more into spirituality perhaps. But I think that this time is a time where you're really trying to release anything that's been hindering you mentally. Scorpio rising, this will be affecting your 11th house of networking and friends. So some of you may be severing ties with a group of friends or any type of groups that maybe you were associated with, and maybe just not seeing eye to eye with these people anymore. Maybe you just don't align with them anymore. But I do see you stepping back away from some people. And I think this is good. I just feel like you kind of felt this coming, like you're like, you know what, I'm just not aligned with them anymore. Maybe your views changed. Maybe their views changed, and you just don't seem like you guys resonate with each other anymore. Sag rising, this will be affecting your 10th house of public image, career. Some of you may be be losing luster for a job field you might have been in, or your job, period. Some of you may be thinking about leaving a job, changing your career path, okay? But I feel like you've already been feeling this for a hot minute, so it's not going to be something just like sever ties just like that. It's like it's been building up. Capricorn rising, this will be affecting your ninth house of higher education, wisdom, philosophy, and travel. Some of you, if you are traveling, maybe this is the end of your travel. Say you had to go to school and you traveled far away for it, you're coming back. Or if this is career, you went to travel, you're coming back. For others, you may be changing your views on religion, okay? Or you're ending something with education here, or changing your views on the education you're taking. Maybe you change your major or something like that. Aquarius rising, this will be affecting your eighth house of shared finances, the occult, inheritance. So some of you may be finally paying something off, okay? You're ending a payment of some kind. Others, you may be severing ties with a partnership, like a business partnership or something like that. Others, you may be selling your home or selling something. You're getting rid of something where you won't have to make a payment anymore. Pisces rising, this is going to be affecting your seventh house of committed relationships. So some of you may be wanting some space from a committed partner here. Maybe you're thinking about a possible breakup, okay? Or maybe things are not going as fast as you want them. They're kind of in a standstill. So, but yeah, you're kind of dancing with the idea of possibly a breakup, or a little bit of a break. I hope this was of help, and as always, stay magical.